The message arrived at exactly 5 a.m. No phone call, no knock on my door, no name attached, just 6 words glowing on my phone screen. Don't go to work, trust me. I stared at the message, half asleep and confused. My first thought was that someone had sent it to the wrong number. I almost deleted it and rolled over, but something felt strange. The sender had blocked their number, and somehow, they knew my name. My name is Daniel Carter. I'm 58 years old, and for 23 years I worked as operations manager at a manufacturing company outside Chicago. I never missed work. Not for rain, not for snow, not even when I had the flu. Yet that morning, I couldn't shake the feeling that the message mattered. I got dressed, made coffee, and stared at my car through the kitchen window. Then another message arrived. Please, stay home until noon. That's when my stomach tightened. Whoever this person was, they weren't joking. Against every instinct I had, I called work and told them I wasn't feeling well. My supervisor sounded surprised. Daniel, sick day, that's a first. I laughed nervously and hung up. For the next few hours, I sat in my living room feeling ridiculous. Nothing happened. No emergencies, no explanations, just silence. By 10 a.m., I was convinced I had made a mistake. I kept checking my phone. Nothing. At 11:47 a.m., my television interrupted its regular program with breaking news. A local reporter appeared on screen. Behind her were police cars and yellow tape. The camera zoomed in. My workplace. My heart nearly stopped. According to the report, federal investigators had raided the company headquarters earlier that morning. Executives were being escorted out in handcuffs. Financial crimes, fraud, money laundering, millions of dollars missing. I couldn't breathe. Then the reporter mentioned something that chilled me. Every employee present during the raid was being questioned. Some had already been detained until investigators sorted out who knew what. My hands started shaking. If I had gone to work, I would have been standing inside that building, exactly where investigators were gathering everyone. Then my phone vibrated again. You understand now. I nearly dropped it. I typed back immediately. Who are you? Several minutes passed. Then the reply arrived. Someone who owed your father a debt. My father had died 15 years earlier. I stared at the message. What debt? What did this have to do with him? The answer came slowly. The sender explained that decades ago my father had helped a young accountant who had been falsely accused of stealing from a company. Everyone else abandoned him. My father believed him. He spent months helping prove his innocence. Everyone else abandoned him. My father believed him. He spent months helping prove his innocence. The accountant eventually rebuilt his life and later became a federal financial investigator. That investigator was now leading the case against my company. When he saw my name on the employee roster, he remembered my father immediately. He knew innocent workers could get caught in the chaos. He couldn't legally reveal the investigation, but he found one way to protect the son of the man who had once protected him. The room felt silent. My father had never told me that story. Not once. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. 3 days later, investigators contacted me, not because I was suspected of wrongdoing, because they had discovered something else. For years, upper management had been using employees' identities to hide fraudulent transactions, including mine. My name appeared on documents I had never signed, accounts I had never opened, authorizations I had never approved. Someone had used my reputation to help cover their crimes. And because I wasn't present during the raid, investigators immediately recognized that I wasn't involved. Evidence quickly cleared me. Several executives weren't so lucky. One of them was my direct supervisor, the same man who had spent years taking credit for my work while secretly using my name in his schemes. He was arrested 2 weeks later. The company collapsed shortly afterward. People kept asking if I was angry. The truth, I was, for a while. But eventually I realized something. The greatest revenge wasn't seeing those men led away in handcuffs. It wasn't watching their careers disappear overnight. It was knowing that integrity had protected me when lies finally collapsed. For 23 years, I had done the right thing even when nobody noticed. And on the day everything came crashing down, that choice saved me. A month later, I received one final message. No debt remains. Your father would be proud. I never heard from that investigator again. But sometimes I think about that morning. 5 o'clock. No call. No knock. Just 6 words that changed everything. And every now and then, when life seems unfair, I remember something my father used to say. The good you do doesn't disappear. It just takes time to find its way back. On the morning I stayed home from work, it finally found its way back to me.